Students, in today's lecture, I will explain about the points rating method of the job evaluation. I will share my screen. So this is the last method of the four methods of job evaluation, mainly for important methods. So this is the last method. In my earlier sessions, I completed the qualitative methods and factor comparison method. Now this is most important one. This is points rating method, right? The name itself is giving you, it is giving you some points for each and every job, right? So rating means we are making some ascending order or descending order. Right? So here, on which basis you are making the rating, right? So for what you are giving the points? Again, a question. So here we are taking different factors, right? There are skill, effort, responsibility, and job conditions. These four are important. So the type of skill required and the effort you are giving to continue your work and the responsibility you are taking and the job conditions are working conditions, right? So each of these factors is divided into sub-factors. Why we need to divide into the sub-factors means what type of skill it is, how much effort it is, right? What type of effort, physical effort or mental effort or something, like manual work or semi-automatic work, right? Or simply you are giving only the programming and let the machine will work automatically, right? So it depends. And the responsibility, job conditions, whenever you are having more sub-factors, your rating process will become more accurate, right? So as an example, you can see the skill. What type of skill, right? Education and job knowledge, experience and training, initiative and ingenuity, physical dexterity skills, right? So these are the different sub-factors. How much is required for your particular job, right? So give some points. So for this, I am giving 100 points. For this, I am giving 50 points. For this, I am giving 25 points. For this, I am giving 15 points. So total 190, right? So skill required maximum 190 points, right? Okay, and effort. What type of effort it is? How much physical effort is needed for your particular job, right? How much mental effort is required for your job? Okay. And the responsibility in bracket we made for responsibility for what, right? Is it for your job or some other job, right? Or a group work, right? So responsibility for the tools and equipment. That means if you are an operator, you need to be responsible for the tools and equipment for the organization because tools are not your own, equipment is not your own. So these are all related to the organization, right? So you have to take the tools, utilize the tools, and safely you need to return, right? If any tool got broken, right, you need to intimate your boss with the proper reason, right? Okay, responsibility towards materials or the products, responsibility for the safety of the staff. So this is most important in any organization, not only manufacturing organization. Safety of the staff, fellow staff, right? That means your co-employees, right? So you should not take care of only your work area or the work premises, right? Whatever you are doing, the work, you should not disturb others, right? And again, responsibility for others' work. How you can be responsible for others' work, right? So suppose this doesn't mean that if somebody is doing the mistake, you need to come forward to accept his mistake. It is not like that. Responsibility for others' work means helping others' work, right? Suppose your work is completed and you are having some 10 minutes extra time. In meantime, suppose somebody got some problem. right? It won't help them, right? And job conditions. These are working conditions and unavoidable hazards, immediate surroundings. So these are all different points. Now you can check skill is one factor and it is having four subfactors, right? So each and every factor we divided into some subfactors. So depending on the complexity, each subfactor is assigned a degree and the points. So higher degree or lower degree, something, right? We assign some points. So here we are having one subfactor responsibility for the equipment or the tools. So it is divided into some degrees and each degree is assigned some points. Okay, so I will show you. Now look at this. This is one subfactor. So this is subfactor, right? So for a particular job, first degree. First degree means the equipment is less likely to get damaged due to use. Hence, the equipment doesn't require special care. Suppose you are saying in a mechanical engineering workshop, there are some hammers, right? There is some blacksmithy tools, right? So equipment is less likely to get damaged because they are heavy, right? So manual work cannot make them some as a breaking tool. Okay, so they are heavy tools. So they doesn't require special care. So 6 points only, right? And here, how many points I need to assign? It depends on your manager, right? And the equipment requires some care in recognizing the trouble and shutting down to prevent the minimum danger. Equipment is likely to get damaged if care is not taken, right? Suppose you are having linear calipers or some other electronic equipment, right? So unless you take care, right? So equipment may damage. So more care is required. Higher than 6, I will give 10 points. And third degree, equipment running on power needs a moderate care to prevent damage. So there may be power fluctuations, there may be manual handling, right? So equipment needs more and more care. So it is 20 points. And equipment running on power needs moderate care to prevent damage. And to the higher sense. So it is 30 points. So what we will do? Once a factor is evaluated in accordance with the degree and the points, the point attained for each and every factor is added to obtain a score for the job. Suppose I'm having some machine tool operator. So in the bottom I'm writing, right? So we are having some subfactors. So regarding the responsibility, the job may be 20 points, right? So machine should be taken care with third degree. So 20 points. And another subfactor. Suppose the skill, it may be having some 35 points, right? And there may be some other thing, effort. Moderate effort may be required, so 15. Okay. And the fourth one we can take. So skill, effort, responsibility, and the job condition. Regarding the job condition, I will say job conditions are nice, right? So job conditions only 10. So this job requires 5 plus 5, 2 plus 1, 3, 3, 6, 7, 8. So 80 points. So machine tool operator job got 80 points, right? Suppose there is a junior manager. This junior manager job got 127 points. Like this, for each and every job, you divide into some factors, and according to the job profile and the job description, what type of responsibility, what is the skill required, what is the effort required, what is the job conditions or working conditions, right? How much responsibility you need to take. So all these will accrue points. Now, how to fix the salary or the wage? Salary will be fixed direct to proportional to points. That will be far better, right? Got the point. So for each and every point, we may assign 300 rupees. Suppose I got 80 points. So 300 into 80. 24,000 rupees. This is the job which can be assigned 24,000 rupees. Junior manager, suppose got 125 points. So 125 into 300 rupees. Clear? So 37, so 37,500. Okay. So the job differentials between one type of job and other type of job, they will be definitely differ in number of points, right? Because the responsibility will differ, skill will differ, effort will differ. So there will be a huge gap or substantial gap between different jobs. So there will not be any ambiguity in setting the salary. Okay. And one more thing, somebody may ask why we are taking 300 rupees or something for each and every point. Once a job is getting some points, so all the jobs will come into equal scale. Equal scale. So scaling means the number of points into for each and every point we assign 200 rupees. We assign 100 rupees, right? So it depends on company to company, right? So basing on the score, the jobs are ranked from the lowest to the highest or the other way. If two jobs obtain equal score, that indicates that both the jobs are equal in every respect and hence should be given equal wages also. So do one thing. So these 125 points may be the same for two jobs, right? So one is packing section in charge or boiler section operator, right? It doesn't mean that both are working equally, right? So because this is a composition of responsibility, skill, effort, job or something, right? So in mathematics, you are having just some equations, some a1x1 plus a2x2 plus a3x3, right? Here I'm taking the four variables, a4x4 is equal to 400. Same thing may be equal to b1x1 plus b2x2 plus b3x3 plus b4x4. Okay, this a1, a2, a3, a4. All these are related to one job variables, right? x1, x2, x3, x4. These are all different factors. And b1, b2, b3, b4, right? So a1 is not equal to b1, a2 is not equal to b2. So they are all different. But final composition will be equal to 400. Simply, this is a mathematical magic. Okay. And the number of jobs may cluster around certain groups of scores. So this is a nominal one. And this can simplify the process of allocating wage grades. So the evaluation, we need to discuss about the pros and cons about a particular method. It is difficult to develop the factors, subfactors, degrees, and points. So earlier I have assigned 6 points, 10 points, 20 points, 30 points like this. So you need to decide how many factors you need to consider, how many subfactors you need to generate, how many degrees you need to define, and how much points you need to assign. So there need to be some consensus between the board of directors or the team or committee, right? It's of course somewhat difficult, but once you create the factors, subfactors, degrees, and points, then the remaining process will be very easy. And working out a point scale and selecting the degrees is not a simple job, and they are complex in the nature, right? And the allocation of points may appear to be arbitrary rather than realistic and scientific. So, in contrary to this, we need to have some discussion, right? And evaluation, because you are having transparency in creating the factors, subfactors, degrees, and points, right? And you are fixing the salary on the basis of the number of points obtained for a particular job, not by the person who is sitting in the chair or who is operating the machine. Forget about the person. You are giving the value to the job only, not for the person, right? So it is less subjective. Subjective means you are targeting the person, right? and not, no subjectivity, only related to the job only, quantitative technique. So it is directly related to the number of points, so less subjective. And it provides more or less consistent results. And it is standardized to such an extent that it offers no scope for the manipulation. So I cannot increase the number of points from 127 to 135 as I wish, right? So there need to be some basis. And salary increases do not affect the basic system of grouping. So this is naturally. The system is flexible to cater to the varying requirements of the organization. So in 2023, today, presently we are having some factors, subfactors, degrees, and points. So after 3 years, shall I continue the same type of division? Definitely no. In 2026, whatever the requirement of the industry or my organization, there may be some different factors, right? Some of the factors may become obsolete. Some of the factors, suppose I am giving some effort required for the programming of the CNC machine. So after 2 years or 3 years, because the artificial intelligence is having a very good intervention in the all engineering aspects. So after some time, auto programming for the CNC machines may not be required. Just you are giving what is the requirement and the 3D design. Automatically, the system itself will program and it will do it. So the effort required for programming, nowhere is there, right? So that particular factor or sub-factor, it is going to be vanished, right? So flexibility is there in the point rating method. Okay. Thank you very much for your patient listening. If you like this video, like this, share this, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much.